8 weeks since colostomy surgery, and this is the 8-week update. So if you're new here, I'm Rob Nunnery. I'm a pro pickleball player and coach who's basically just sharing what it's like getting back into action 8 weeks now post colostomy surgery and battling through Crohn's disease, which is the reason I had the surgery, and what it's like trying to get back into shape post surgery, trying to get back on tour, trying to get back to playing. And this is where I share kind of that story and that journey on the YouTube channel, as well as socials, as well as my newsletter, which is at read.robnunnery.com. So pain at the stoma site, which is on my left abdomen, has pretty much dissipated. It's gone. There's some tenderness on the edge, but mostly it's more about just trying to manage the sweat that comes along with playing and being active again, trying to find the tricks of the trade to get the appliance to stay on and not kind of bubble up and come off, because I sweat a lot. So it's trying to figure out how to manage that. Some things that I wasn't aware of how far I'd be behind is just base level physical fitness. I felt like and feel like that it's a little slower getting back into kind of playing shape. So legs are a little slower. The core, which was the real concern, right? Because that's where they cut into for my surgery. And that's been a slow go, and I still don't feel very strong in my core, but I've been doing some Pilates with Malin, my partner, and some other things to help strengthen the core, and even just playing a lot. I feel like even kind of the trunk rotations and stuff like that has been strengthening it, and I haven't been pushing it too hard. So one of the big concerns post colostomy surgery is a hernia, because I have a hole in my abdomen, and basically my large intestine's coming out of that hole slightly. Kind of the wins on the physical side are I'm playing, I'm up, I'm moving, I'm going to Dubai soon for a tournament. So all of that's happening. It's exciting to get back on court. What the kind of the biggest win is that I've loved being on court again and just moving and having fun and sweating and like getting into the nitty-gritty of how hard it is to, or how good it feels to work hard, essentially. So I really miss that aspect. Competing's obviously fun and like trying to win, but like just being on court, especially in the Florida heat, just sweating, getting drenched, just feeling like you're working hard and you're exhausting your body is such a nice feeling, and one that I haven't had for a while. So super grateful for that. In terms of challenges, change just is. My body going through some stuff where it feels like my body's betrayed me a little bit, so trying to work through that, trying to be grateful for the fact that I can move and I can go be active and play and look at the bright side of things. So easier said than done a lot of times. Obviously, trying to manage a new body essentially is tough at times, and it's a new thing to try to figure out and can be embarrassing a lot of the times if an accident happens, which it has. So just trying to figure out how to prepare for the worst, but be okay with where I'm at, essentially. I mean, it's the whole reason I did the surgery was to have less pain. I was managing so much pain over the last 3 years. At first, my initial reaction was, no chance, not doing that. I don't need to do that. But at some point, right, if you're dealing with fistulas and abscesses and perianal Crohn's, you're gonna get to a point where you're just exhausted and you're worn out, and the thought of living with the pain that you're managing with the fistulas, the thought of getting a bag or a colostomy, that sounds like a way better idea than managing the pain anymore. And that's the point I got to. And yeah, never thought I would get to that point, honestly, but I did, and couldn't be more grateful that I did it and was brave, and also had a support system like Malin to be there and help care for me through it, and also to not feel judged or different or gross or any of those things that I think are pretty common to feel when you go through something like this. Where I'm going next, I kind of mentioned it. I'm going to Dubai. I'm teaching a 3-day camp, and it's through Global Sports. They're putting on the tournament. Those are just like my homies. They have hosted me in Mumbai a lot with Shashank and UV, and they've been putting on amazing tournaments. The Indian Open, the Monsoon, which they have every summer, and now they've started this pro sports league, pro pickleball team league, basically, along with a massive tournament coming at the end of the year. So really excited to go see all of them again. They're just my buddies. I really enjoy helping them grow the game in India and beyond, and being a part of it. It means a ton to me to help grow the sport globally. So that's what I'm excited about. 8 weeks post-op, post-colostomy. I am on court, I'm playing, I'm moving, I'm about to travel for the first time, get on a plane for the first time. There are some fears and worries about, traveling and, going through security with this and all the supplies I need to travel with. And there's a lot of layers to it. And also trying to manage it overseas if I don't speak the language and if they are even familiar with what it is, all of those things. So I've got little travel cards I'm taking, and it's gonna be an experience, and I am gonna record the journey. So stick with me here and you'll be able to follow my trip to Dubai and see how the camps went, see how the tournament went, and be along right there for the ride. So welcome, I'm glad you're here, and this is where I'm at 8 weeks post colostomy.